What is up, y'all? We got some more Stranger Things Season 5 updates, but this time we got some behind the scene and set photos from the man himself, Ross Duffer, over on Instagram. But before we get into it, definitely smash the like button because it definitely helps, and make sure you're subscribed. We're on a road to 50,000 subscribers. It definitely helps the channel. But to get into everything, we got to talk about these photos we've seen and what could they mean. So the first photo we see is Jonathan and Nancy in the back of a car looking like they're getting chased, actually. I mean, it's Stranger Things. They're definitely getting chased by something, possibly a Demogorgon, Vecna, who knows, maybe even a fucking Demobat. But to push forward, they're definitely in Steve Harrison's car. And months ago, we got a picture of Jonathan and Nancy in the back of a car with a pole or an antenna, which we found out from previous set photos that this is actually a radio antenna that's stuck right in the middle of Steve Harrison's car. So this is very interesting. Definitely, I don't know why, I feel like Dustin has something to do with the antenna on the car, and it shows that this is still Stranger Things. You know, in season 3 they were kind of dealing with the antenna on the hill with Susie and everything. So as soon as I seen, you know, this is the antenna for sure, like a radio antenna, it made me think about Susie and Dustin's, you know, relationship and stuff like that. So that's the vibes I'm getting. Maybe they're still trying to contact Susie somehow, some way. Maybe they're still trying to use that form of communication, you know, how they did with Susie and Dustin, who knows. But then we get another photo of Steve Harrison, Jonathan, and Nancy with the Duffers looking at like a screen or a monitor, almost as if they're showing them something they need to do on set, or they're actually looking over some footage that they recorded, possibly that footage that we just seen them shoot with them in the back seat of Steve Harrison's car. It does make sense. Steve Harrison's the driver, Jonathan and Nancy are in the back seat, and then we see another little GIF cartoon picture of Dustin in the front also. So it seems like Dustin's going to be the one that's stuck between the love triangle with Steve Harrison, Jonathan, and Nancy. I think it'll be crazy to see them go back and forth over Nancy and see who she's going to be with. You know, if she's going to be with Jonathan or she's going to be with Steve. I don't know still. This is crazy that this love triangle is going on. Hopefully, you know, like the Duffer said, they weren't going to focus too much on that. But we do know that, like the Duffer said, it's going to focus on a lot of the main characters, you know, like the core of the kids, the older kids just being together and things like that. I definitely see Steve and Dustin, Jonathan and Nancy being a group on its own for sure, and probably include Robin. But to get into it a little more, that picture that we see with Jonathan in the back screaming or yelling in the back seat, that little gify cartoon picture, that's very interesting. I wonder, is this going to be something ending bad for him, to be honest? It looks kind of crazy, but pushing through, you know, we've seen this lead up with Jonathan and Steve and Nancy through, you know, the season and stuff like that. Now we're finally here, front line. This is the final season. Definitely think we're going to be getting a lot of crazy scenes with these guys. Next picture we get one of the Duffer brothers looking at Jonathan, man, on set. Looks like they're having fun, smiling like they accomplished something or something on set. In the back, it looks like a fence or one of those things. I don't know what you call them, but they be on forms. They're on forms sometimes. They have like a grid on them. They're like tall, almost like a tower, like they keep things in there. That's what it kind of looks like they're standing in front of. But yes, we got a photo of Jonathan and Matt Duffer looking at each other. And looks like they have got something accomplished on set, so that's very great news. I cannot wait to see what happens, you know, with Charlie Heaton's characters, Jonathan, especially with Steve Harrison and Nancy. But to push forward, we get another photo of Robin. Kind of seems like, you know, that barn they were filming in, she's like dancing, like maybe she's celebrating or having some type of fun. But one thing I did notice from these photos, a lot of people having like long sleeves and jackets. We even see Steve Harrison in that picture when they're looking at the monitor with a knit sweater on. I mean, that's cool attire, but I mean, it shows us that they're filming possibly for like the winter time, like late fall. Definitely cold. But yeah, it looks like that Robin is celebrating on set with other people and everything, possibly at that farm that we've been seeing on behind the scenes of Stranger Things season 5. So that's very interesting. Overall, I am so excited, man, for Stranger Things season 5. Before you know it, it's going to be here. They're filming right now, but it's going to be here. We're hearing rumors about possibly, you know, stuff with the final episode being in the theaters, and it just has me so hyped. And I'm just trying to really take it in because it's no more after this. That's what I keep thinking about. It's literally no more Stranger Things after this, man. Like, once we get it, it's over. You know how many times that season 5 is going to be rewatched when it drops? I cannot even remember how many times I've rewatched Stranger Things, bro. Like literally, I cannot remember, like from beginning to end, season 1 to season 4. That's how much, you know, I love Stranger Things, man. Sometimes you just gotta put it on because you're feeling, you know, like a nerd or whatever you want to call it, and just rock out, man. So I can't wait to see what they do with season 5. I definitely think season 5 might be one of the best seasons for sure, especially with all the things going on and stuff like that behind the scenes we're seeing. So I definitely think though, after this photo done we get with Ross Duffer, the next one might be at Netflix's Tudum event that's in June, just because they always, you know, do things when it comes to Stranger Things at the Tudum event. So definitely in June we might get even more info, more detailed info, probably some more pictures, maybe a little teaser, who knows. But it seems like they're doing good on set. Everything's going up to par and everyone's on a roll when it comes to Stranger Things season 5, so that's great news. And then we see a lunchbox that has G.I. Joe on the front, which is very interesting. You know, probably just some callback and some retroness or something like that, but you never know with Stranger Things. They always have meanings behind things when it comes to these little pictures and stuff they show. But pushing forward, we see the Days shot glass. They've definitely been grinding out. I remember when this only had like 2 marbles in it, I want to say. Now look at it, man, I can't even count those. And then we get another photo of someone on set from the team of Stranger Things, and it looks like that farmhouse in the back. This is where I think that leaky footage took place with the, you know, the screaming, possibly Will Byers and Steve Harrington telling them to run and everything. I think this is exactly where that happened, but I can be wrong. And then we get another photo of the Duffers, and it looks kind of weird. They're looking over some footage or a script or something, and the background looks like some woods or trees or some type of cave or something, but it looks very interesting. Definitely something from the set, you can tell, because it kind of reminds you of something from the Upside Down, but it has its own look to it, almost like a forest tree look. But this is something that they just gave us earlier today, very interesting. And then we see a clean shot of the WSQK van. We've been seeing a lot of stuff with WSQK, you know, with the radio station. Now this bright royal blue van, and off bat, man, it definitely just makes you think Surfer's Boy. I think this is going to be the iconic vehicle that they're going to be possibly being involved with in Stranger Things season 5. I don't know why when I look at this, I immediately think Surfer's Boy, man. It's sad because I'm telling you, I'm thinking that WSQK, that van, is going to be replacing the Surfer's Boy, you know, van, which the Surfer Boy's van was very iconic, you know, with Will and Mike and Jonathan and Argyle. But now we have the WSQK van, which I can see Nancy being, you know, somewhere around there, just because, you know, when it comes to like radio and, you know, probably Dustin, Steve, I don't know. I'm just trying to speculate. Overall, this van definitely has been standing out behind the scenes when it came to Stranger Things season 5. Comment down below what you guys think about this van. Do you think that this van is going to be here to replace the Surfer's Boy van? I am ready for Stranger Things season 5. I cannot wait to see what happens this season. I just want more updates, and just I can't wait. Could you imagine that trailer when it drops? I cannot wait to react to that trailer. Like, it's going to be bonkers when that trailer drops for season 5, man. Overall, comment down below what you all think about what we just covered in these photos and everything. But unfortunately, it's the end of the video. I want y'all to hit me up on my social medias at ILIKESCARY on Instagram, ILIKESCARY_ on TikTok, Brandon on Facebook, ILIKESCARY on Twitter, and yeah, you all right there where it says subscribe next to it. Click join and become a member of the channel. We'll see you all in the next one. Peace. Until next time, guys.